What is going on, 80K Sports Performance families? Coach Ryan here with another Coach's Corner. This week I want to talk about speed training for in-season athletes and why we like that over extra conditioning. And when I say extra conditioning, what I mean by that is conditioning while they're here with us at the club. So for most athletes, they're pretty much in season year round. Because if they're a soccer player, they have their fall soccer season, and then they end up doing indoor soccer, and then they end up doing spring soccer, and then end up doing club practices, clinics, tournaments, and stuff all summer. So they're essentially in season year round. And they're getting conditioning from their sports practice, from their games, and chances are in their practice they're also doing just conditioning as well. So we find it really important to focus on training speed and sprint speed. So we don't spend a ton of time in our sports performance sessions doing some conditioning. Not saying that we don't do any conditioning, because we do some conditioning. However, we don't dedicate 15, 20 minutes of an hour-long training session to conditioning, because again, that is something that they are already getting in their practices, in their games, and in their conditioning that they're doing at practices. So we spend more time focusing on sprints, because that is going to help them be able to stay fast, because sprinting is a trainable quality, and it's something that if you don't use it, you lose it. And so if you aren't sprinting regularly and training for speed, you're going to lose that ability and you're going to lose that skill. So making sure that we're consistently sprinting, whether you're in season or in the off season, you need to be sprinting as an athlete. If you are not, you are missing out on the opportunity to get actually faster. And doing these extra conditioning, running 300s, running miles upon miles, is not going to help you get faster. However, doing maximum effort sprints with proper recovery is going to make you faster. It's going to help you perform better if you're in season and help stay fast, because we know that over the course of a full season, you are going to have some drop in maximal speed, but training speed and training it properly is going to help minimize those gains. So we find it super important to make sure that you are sprinting while you are in season or you're in the off season. But the big stressor here is we're not going to add a bunch of extra conditioning on top of something that the athletes are already getting. So we want to focus on what buckets can we fill that are already getting filled. If you have questions about conditioning in season versus sprint training, or sprint training and conditioning generally, feel free to reach out, and I am happy to discuss more in depth with you or your athlete. And we will catch you next week.